Hi everyone, this is Lisa with Lisa's Coloring Corner. If you're new here, hello and welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy your stay. And if you're back, welcome back. Today, why don't we chat while I color from birds and butterflies. This is from Color Questopia, and I have not colored out of one of their books, especially along with you guys, in a long time. I do have a couple of pictures in here outlined already, because you know I love to do that first. I color them in with a metallic gel pen, silver. So I have these two colored in. And I thought we would just go ahead and color this first one in. Let me get a piece of cardstock here. Don't want it to bleed through. Okay, just one of my used pieces of cardstock. And I'm going to use my Copics today. Have not used these in a while either. I do have a few that I need refilling, so hopefully I won't need one of those colors. Okay, what should we start with? Why don't we start with number one? And that is black. All right, so let's zoom you in. Sorry for my head. All right. How is everybody doing on this fine Wednesday? I'm doing okay. As well as can be expected. No. No, I'm doing okay. The weather here is, well, kind of dreary and overcast, but much better than it has been. We had that huge snowstorm. When was that? I can't remember. Where we had gotten over a foot of snow. There were like 3 parts to the storm. And yeah, we had so much of it melting with the nice 40-degree weather we had been having. And then we get that. Mother Nature has not been nice. I think everybody was getting spring fever. Except the snowmobilers, of course. All the snowmobile trails around here were closed. So they were going to be having a very short snowmobile season. But now with all that snow, their trails are now open again. So that makes them happy. Bella wants to come in. One moment. She likes to keep me company in my craft room. Okay, so anytime she hears my door close, usually I wait for her because I know she's going to scratch at the door. And usually I'll just, say, Bella, you want to come? When I know I'm going to be recording for a while. But she was so zonked out in Bob's lap, they were both taking a snooze. So I thought, well, I'll just leave her. No, she heard me. I even closed the craft door really quiet. No, she heard me talking in here. So, yeah. She just lays behind me on the floor while I jabber on to you guys or whatever video I'm doing. I did actually start doing some of my many swatching videos. Still have to edit those and get them up. And I'm hoping to record some more. I put up yesterday, if you seen it, or no, I think I got it up this morning, yeah. That gorgeous diamond painting that I will be starting. I'll see after I'm done recording and editing this and getting it uploaded. I would like to possibly start that diamond painting tonight. Because like I said, I'm so excited about it. She is gorgeous. If you didn't see that video, you don't have any idea what I'm talking about. Yeah, just this morning I uploaded a video showing that gorgeous diamond painting I'm going to be doing. I think that's all. Nope, we have a 1 over. Is that a 1? Yeah. Okay. Then we'll go on to the 2s. And I'm sure I missed a 1 here and there. I always miss something, especially when I'm recording. Okay, number 2 is gray, and I use T5. Okay, we have some 2s down here. I am recording today without my ceiling light on. I recorded last night also without the ceiling light. It just makes it so shadowy over here that, I mean, I had more shadow than anything. And even though I have these 2 lights up above me for recording, it's like the ceiling light is just too bright. So I'm going to put a dimmer light bulb in there and see if that helps. Because especially when I record at night, when it's, you know, real dark out, my room is pretty much black, really dark, except for over here with my lights on. And it's, for me then, kind of hard to see. So, yeah, I would prefer to have that on. It is off right now, but it isn't completely dark yet, which it's almost 4 o'clock and it'll be light for a while yet. Yay! Our days are getting longer. Must mean spring is a-coming. One of these days, one of these months. After that snowstorm, who the heck knows? And then we had gotten cold after that. Thank heavens, no 40 below like we had a few weeks ago. That is just miserable. I mean, that just takes your breath away when you go outside. Oh, awful. Nobody likes going anywhere when it's that cold out, including the cars. They kind of say, oh, don't make me start. But thank heavens, knock on wood, our cars do, because there's a lot of cars that, yeah, really rebel. And they say, nope, no way. Of course, it does help having your car in the garage versus it being outside. Now, I know a lot of people like to get the black background. It's called background, but it's not really a background. Instead of filling in these lines, the lines are already black, so you just color it in like a regular color by number. But I much prefer these where I fill in the lines with my silver gel pen. That to me is just or more than relaxing as it is coloring it in. I love it. Yeah, I mean, I love it more than coloring in the picture. Isn't that weird? All I have to do is get out my silver gel pen. Don't have to get out a set of markers. And yeah. I don't know if anybody else is like that. Let's see, no twos there. But we do have one here. Some of these are rather easy to do. And then some of them get very detailed. Now, that's why I decided to do this one, because we have this very detailed butterfly up here. The rest of it isn't too bad. Some of them are very detailed, like this, for the entire page. And while I don't mind, doing the outline, makes it a little bit more difficult coloring it in for a color inject. So I thought, let's get out this one. I was going to do one out of one of their newer books. I think it's called Winter Patterns. But believe it or not, I didn't have a picture in there outlined yet. So when I very first started doing these, I colored it in I colored with the marker first. And then discovered that if I went over the lines with the gel pen, it covered up when the, alcohol marker spread. And so, it helped make it look better. Well, then I discovered that if I do the gel pen first, it kind of repels the alcohol ink and much easier to color in. So you can see the ink does not go outside of the lines. Even though I color right up to the edge, and on this Amazon paper, you color right up to the edge of a line, it's going to bleed across. Well, having this gel pen down prevents that. So it's a good trick, I guess, even in books other than these, if you want to do that. So now we have number 3, which is dark gray. Got a lot of gray over here. What is this? Lantern, right? It's drawing the butterfly into the lantern, because we must have a light down here. Oh, it's browns. Oh yeah, there's browns in here. Okay, well, we shall see how it looks. Okay, so dark gray is T6. So we have a lot of black and grays over here, which the dark gray is close to a black. Now this is following their newer color palette, not the 50 color palette. This one is only 25. And they had switched that over quite a while ago. so that it wasn't so hard finding all them colors. Okay, number 3. So of course I have my colors figured out for quite a few coloring mediums. This is what I have for my Copics. And I type them all up, print them on those index cards, 3-hole punch them, because it's much cheaper to just buy blank index cards. And then I have a 3 or a 2-hole punch that you can adjust. So I adjusted it to that particular mini binder. And yeah, works really good. Of course, takes time to do, and I'm constantly changing my mind on what color I want for what number. That's a number 2 up there. Let's quick do that, or I will miss it. That 2 was very light. Okay, go back to the 3s. Let's see, what else happened this last week? Not much, because I do lead a very boring life. Which is exactly how I like it. I wouldn't know what to do with an exciting life. I wouldn't call it exciting, though. I would call it, I just want to sit home and relax type of life. Everything I love doing, all my crafts and stuff are here. So I'm happiest at home. I hate going anywhere. I think I've mentioned that before. The only time I go anywhere is when I have an appointment. Yuck, who likes going to appointments? And, or when I get groceries, which I have to do tomorrow. I also have to take Bella, finally, to the groomers. She is so shaky. I had an appointment a while ago to take her in, and then the groomer was out sick. So I was going to reschedule it and kept forgetting. Because I schedule online. I just take her to PetSmart. They do a pretty good job with her. And her nails need trimming. Yeah. We have her teeth brushed. We have a groomer that comes around. Our neighbor has their little Maltese groomed with this, I don't know what you'd call it, traveling groomer. And, you know, Bob keeps saying, too, we should check into how much that would be. Because Bella just hates going in the car. As soon as you go towards her and somehow she knows, well, usually I have my coat on beforehand, so then when you go towards her, she knows. She starts shaking right away. Before you even touch her, she starts shaking. Poor thing. Because, yeah, her anxiety is just, if Bob and I are both gone at the same time, God forbid, that Bella's home alone. How could people be so cruel? Her anxiety, too, just goes through the roof, and she's just panting and running around. And because obviously she also has separation anxiety. So when Bob was down in Madison, and I was gone so long from her, I did have my sister and my daughter come and let her out a couple of times to go potty. And they would take her for a nice long walk around the block. And so it's not like she was home alone constantly, but yet enough. And it still wasn't mom and dad, you know. So, oh boy, by the time I did get home, oh, that dog was going crazy. Poor girl. She's extremely attached to us. And, you know, because Bob and I are both home, usually 90% of the time, she's not used to being home alone. I think that's all of the threes. So let's go on to the fours, which is brown, and I use E27. So yeah, she's happy to be laying here behind me. When I go upstairs to diamond paint in my diamond painting room, yeah, she always has to come up there with me too. Because she is definitely my baby. She adores Bob too. But I think Bella and I bonded when they say they imprint on you, or vice versa. You imprint on them. When we first got her, because I snuggled with her all the way home, and it was quite a long drive. So I think that's one of the reasons. And Bob was still working at that time, so I was the only one home with her all day. So I'm sure that had something to do with it too. So even though she's a big mama's girl, she loves daddy too. But yeah, whenever I'm gone, Bob says she just sits on the back of the couch waiting for me. And I could be gone for 5 minutes and I come home and she's going crazy. It's like, I was only gone for 5 minutes. I could run down to the post office and come back, or go down and get gas or something, and she's going crazy. This is looking kind of cool, ain't it? Not too much color yet. That must have to be a color too. We're going to make it, let's see. Wonder if that would be black because we have these lines here. No, it's too wide for a line. Let's make it the lighter gray, because I don't think it looks right with it being white. Okay, looks like we're done with the fours. Let's go on to 5, which is dark brown, E79. I had the grandkids on Monday. Maddie didn't have school that day, and Heather, my daughter, asked if we wanted to have the kids for a day. If you're newer to my channel, Madison is my 6-year-old granddaughter. She's going to be 7 in June. I just can't believe that. And then Levi is my grandson, and he is 3. He is going to be 4. Again, I can't believe that. So Maddie goes to school and then to daycare afterwards. And Levi goes to daycare. Maddie I babysat all the way up until she started school. But she had a real hard time adjusting to going to school and letting go of Mom. And so she thought it would be better for Levi to get in the habit of Mom leaving when he was still in daycare. And it would be much less of an adjustment for him once he starts kindergarten, which is very true. And he'll learn to share better and how to interact with kids, things like that. And yeah, they learn a lot from being in a daycare setting versus with me. So yeah, I had them Monday, and that was nice. And then, because of the snowstorm, oh yeah, it was on Thursday, Wednesday night. Oh, I'm trying to adjust myself here. Wednesday night into Thursday. Yeah, so not only was school closed, but the daycare was closed too. So last minute, she asked if we could watch the kids. And of course we could watch the kids. I think number 8 is the next number, and that is red, R29. So we had them twice in 1 week. And, you know, when you don't see them every day, my gosh, the changes in them. When I would see them every day, of course, you don't notice it day to day. You know, just like your own kids, you don't actually see them growing up. But when you only see them, you know, once every few months or so, it's like, holy cow. You know, not only are they getting bigger, but they're acting different, you know, they're talking different, doing stuff different. Levi plays on his own so much better. He would not, when I was babysitting him yet, he did not play on his own at all. Grandma had to constantly be doing something with him. Usually on the floor, building blocks or something. Playing with the cars. And now he does play on his own. Still likes to do things with Grandma and Grandpa too, of course, but at times he does play on his own, which is so nice too. You know, I can get a few things done during the day then. Whereas before, I definitely couldn't. Let's see, any other 8s in here? So far, it looks like we're going to have a very colorful butterfly. Any 8s up here? Yep. It was really funny when I had Maddie on Monday. One of the jokes in some of the diamond painting groups on Facebook. Now again, I don't go into Facebook that often, but is, where's the goofiest place that you have found a drill? You know, from diamond painting. Because, you know, those little buggers just find themselves everywhere. You know, you'll go to bed and wake up with one stuck to your calf. I mean, it's yeah, they get everywhere. And when I kit up a diamond painting, I'm always over on the couch, and I have a coffee table that lifts up. And so I lift up the coffee table and I kit up over there. Number 9 is orange red, and I use R08. So, yeah, I had kitted up a diamond painting, and she sits over there and watches iPad for a while, and then she has to get off and play. She usually colors for a while, and I'm like, "Aw, girl after my own heart." But she was watching the iPad, so she was laying down on the couch, and I forgot what I was doing. All of a sudden, she comes over. She had a drill stuck to the side of her foot. And she goes, "Grandma." I go, "Oops." She goes, "Where did that come from?" I go, "Well, one must have fallen." I says, usually when I tried to explain to her what kitting up is, you know, setting up a diamond painting to do. I said I have to pour all the little packets into little containers. And I said I must have dropped some. She goes, "Grandma." So then she goes back and she's watching YouTube again. She comes over, I don't know, 15 minutes later. "Grandma." Here she had one stuck to the bottom of her foot. She came over 3 times. I said, "Ooh, Grandma was messy." Oh, and that last time, she goes and puts her hand on her hip and walks away. Like, geez, Grandma. It was hilarious. Like I said, they're growing up. Oh, it was so funny. Grandma. Let's see. Any other 8s or 9s? Here we have a 9. Sure hope my head ain't in the way. My hair are a disaster, so I have to take a shower tonight. Seeing as I'm out and about tomorrow, so I'll take Bella in. And what number is next? 12s? No, we got some 10s down here. Orange. YR 68. YR. Here we go. So yeah, I have to take Bella in at 1:30. Where did I see 10? Could have swore I seen 10. Oh, here's one, but there was a bigger 10. So that is at 1:30, and I can't tell what number that is. I'll have to see when I have the rest of this colored. What would look the best? That's the one downfall when you have very small spaces, is it's hard to see the numbers. Any other 10s? I don't see any. Oh yeah, there's some up in the flower up here. So yeah, take her in at 1:30, and then I have an appointment to redo my nails. They're really getting grown out. So I think I'm going to have something green for St. Patrick's Day. These were for Valentine's Day, and yeah, got to have them redone. Plus, they are very grown out. Definitely need to be redone. So yeah, Bella at 1:30, nails at 1:45, and then groceries. Yeah, so I gotta go a lot of places tomorrow. Yep. I should also go to T-Mobile because I still can't get internet when I am off the Wi-Fi here. It is so irritating. If I have enough groceries where I can order them in the app from Walmart, I do that. And then, you just pick them up. You have to have $35 or more, or you get charged a fee of $6 something. So, when I only have a couple of things to pick up, then I have to go in the store. God forbid. We're getting so spoiled. What was I saying now? Oh yeah, go to T-Mobile. I was in there last time, and they said, okay, it's because I didn't have my phone, the software updated to the latest version. And I said, well, I just updated it a couple days ago. Well, I guess a new fix had come out. And then he took out my SIM card. I'm going to take a sip quick. And I didn't know this, but you actually have two SIM cards in the iPhone. You have the physical one, and then you have, I forgot what he called it, like an eSIM card. So it's like an electronic one that's kind of built in. And I think I'm going to do 13 here. Golden yellow. YR24. So he, took out my SIM card and tried it, and didn't work at that time because he said it'll take a few days for the e-card, the eSIM card, to actually register and the phone really starts working with it, which to me sounded like a bunch of bull. Because he had been working with me for quite a while. I missed the 12s up here. And I think he was just sick of working with me. But I thought, okay. He says, so try it in a few days. Okay. And again, seeing as how I don't go outside the house too often, it wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, when I go to Walmart to pick up groceries, you can sign in on the app. And what are those numbers? Okay, 16. I got another 12 up here. And then you just say you're there. Well, because I don't have internet, I can't sign into the app. So then I always have to call, which is not that big of a deal. But it, still would be nice to have internet outside of the house. So I tried it in a few days, and nope, still not working. And that was a couple weeks ago. And with making a number of stops tomorrow already, I know I'm not going to feel like stopping at T-Mobile. I just want to get home, because then I'll have to, after I get groceries, hopefully Bella will be ready, because my nails take a while, especially These are so grown out now. These are still from Heather's wedding last August. The acrylic nail part, but now it's grown out so far I can see my nail, you know, coming through. So they may have to take the acrylic nail part off and put new ones on. I don't know. But that would take quite a bit longer too. And as far as Bella getting groomed, they always tell you about 3, you know, up to 3 hours. Well, she's always done in a couple hours. It depends how busy they are. Typically, we take her in right away in the morning. We get an appointment right away. We have a bunch of 14, 15 to 16s. So, let's do, well, mainly 15s and 16s. There are 1 or 2 of the 14s, but we'll do the 15s and 16s. So, those are greens. 15 is green, 16 is dark green. So, green is G07. So yeah, I'm hoping Bella will be done. Oh, and this one is dried out. Let's see if the fine tip. Oh, and I have a bullet. Oh, and this one's messy. I'm going to have to clean this one up. Okay, let's put that on the side. What does this one look like? Maybe it'll be close enough. Yeah, close enough. So I'm hoping she'll be done by the time I get my nails done and get groceries. And if she isn't, well, I guess that's a good time for me to pop over to T-Mobile. Normally, when we drop her off, we just come back home. And then they call us when she's ready and we run back into town. And we're a ways from Wausau, so it's kind of wasting gas, but usually don't have enough to do in Wausau to kind of just waste for, you know, a couple hours. And usually, a lot of times, Bob takes her in and picks her up, but the way he's, well, he actually is doing better. But I'll still take her in. Maybe he'll pick her up. I don't know. If she's still not ready by the time I'm done in town. Any more 15s? I'm assuming there won't be any there. But we do have some leaves over here. So we'll see. We'll see how long it takes for the Bella to get trimmed. She is, like I said, she is so shaggy. Bob said it'll take longer to get her trimmed. I said, nah, they just buzz her. However short you want her to. And then she looks very much like Toto again. Because she definitely looks more like, well, they say she's a Yorkie. To me, she looks like a Cairn Terrier, which is what Toto was from Wizard of Oz. And when she's cut short, that is very much what she looks like, is Toto. Toto too. So, yeah, I think she isn't Yorkie. I think she is Cairn Terrier. And then part Pomeranian. Because, boy, when her fur grows out, you really see the Pomeranian, especially around her neck. Oh, my gosh. She gets so fluffy. Oh, here's one. And to the point where now her harness goes on, you know, relatively loosely. But when she starts getting poofy, that harness gets a little bit more snug. Not real snug, you know, but yeah. I mean, not to the point where we have to loosen it or anything, but yeah. Now 14 is all the background, so I'm going to do that off camera. And 14 is light green. So we'll go on to 16, which was dark green, and that's G29. Now G29 and G28 to me are very similar. So I kind of change in between them depending on how dry one or the other is. I'm sure any artist that uses these Copics could definitely tell the difference between the two. But to my untrained eye, I really can't see a difference. So, yeah, just like the black, they have the black and the special black, 100 and 110. I don't see a single bit of difference between the two. And I've heard others say the same thing. And so, again, I'll use those interchangeably, which is nice because black is used quite a bit. And once I have to fill up the black, I just go ahead and I fill up the special black too. I should sometimes sit down like I did that one time and just go through all the Copics. I weigh them on a scale that is by grams. And I, matter of fact, have it in, it's a little purple fishing tackle box. But that's where I keep all my refill stuff. I say a lot, don't I? So sorry. Is that very annoying? So yeah, I keep all of that stuff in there. And now I forgot what I was talking about. Let me think. Oh yeah. I will take my whole case of Copic markers out to the living room, and I will weigh each and every one, because there's a specific weight that each marker should weigh when they're full. And I have the weight with both caps on and also both caps off. So I just weigh them with both caps on. And if it's close to the number of being full, I don't bother, of course. But if they're quite low, yeah, then I will refill them. And of course, I don't have every single refill. There I go again. So I just kind of refill. I actually haven't run across it. Well, there's a 15. I haven't run across it too much because I do have a lot of refills. And I don't know if I've ever run across it yet where I haven't had the refill that I needed, now that I think about it. Because I'm not quite sure what I would have done in that situation. Unless I just took the color closest to it. I don't know. That's what I would always do with my more budget-friendly markers, like my Ohuhus, Arctics, Art and Fly. When they would, run low on ink, I just look at the color chart for that set of markers, and I look at my color chart for Copics. And I kind of compare them and find a color that's real close. So the budget-friendly marker may end up not having the exact same color, but close enough. And that's how I keep those refilled. Now there is still rumor that Ohuhu is going to be coming out with refills. I think I mentioned that last week in the color and chat because they had just come out with their single markers that you can order. Yay! And they do have nibs replacements that you can order. Let's see. Let's go to 17, which is aqua green, BG 15. So, yeah, it would be nice when they come out with those. Or I should say, if. I do have a contact at Ohuhu, so keep forgetting to do it, but I was thinking, maybe I'll contact them and see. And maybe they can't give me a direct answer. Like I said last week, I'm sure it takes a lot of time to get a new product like that into production and out on the shelves. Well, in this case, out on their site. And possibly Amazon, which would be nice. I'm sure right off the bat it won't be Amazon. It'll probably just be their site. Because right now you cannot get the one marker, the single marker, anywhere but on their site. But maybe eventually, in the future, they will be offered on Amazon. I don't know. Alright, so we have 18, which is light blue, B24. Okay. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I think a lot of people would be because so many of us have the Ohuhu markers. They're just such a nice marker. And that's why when they came out with that 300 and some set of the brush tips, because you know I love my brush tips, I just had to get them. Yeah, and then I found out after the fact, of course, because I had the 200 and some set, they did have the set out that would make up, how do I say this? You could add to your 200 and some set that you already have, and that would make the large 300 and some set, which I didn't know about at the time. So I still have my 200 and some set, and some, because I can't remember the exact amount in each set. And now I have the 300 and some set. So I'm not quite sure what to do with the 200 and some set. Although it is nice to have duplicates, right? At times. Then I won't have to refill them with my Copic refills. So, I don't know. I might just keep them. It's just I'm running out of room in this craft room. That's what I did all day. Gosh, when was it? Earlier this week. All day here in my craft room. Cleaning and reorganizing. Because it was driving me crazy. I had stuff all over the place. Now, I have to clean up my diamond painting room and my bedroom, because there were a number of things that I thought, I don't really use this for coloring much at all. So why take up room in my craft room that is so crammed full of stuff? Because this room is not the biggest. But let me tell you, I think I've used every square inch. I had gotten another little cart to put a few things in, and that has helped. But yeah, so that enabled me to be able to take some of the stuff upstairs, but the things that I took upstairs got dumped either in my diamond painting room or my bedroom. Let's see, are any of them 18s? Yeah. And so now I gotta get into those two rooms. My diamond painting room, oh my gosh. That one is really bad. So I am hoping to get some time this next week and just, again, spend the day up there and reorganizing everything. You know I'm an organizing nut. Everything has to have its own place and labeled. And yeah, I'm kind of a fanatic about that stuff. All right, we have some 20s in here, which is dark blue. Do we have regular blue? I mean, yeah, regular blue, that's 19. No, I don't see any 19s. Okay, fine, we'll go on to 20, which is dark blue. B37. Yeah, I'll feel so good when I get that all cleaned up and organized. Like I said, I want to start on that new diamond painting. So it's going to be real hard to take time out to organize up there, but I just know I'll feel so much better because it's driving me nuts the way it is now. Ugh. Parts of it I can't hardly walk through because that's not the biggest of rooms either. My bedroom, yeah, I think my bedroom's the biggest room in the house. It is a big room. I think it's bigger than the living room. Or pretty darn close. Those are 24s, aren't they? Yeah. Any other 20s? There's some down here. So we have a pretty blue and red butterfly. Not sure what other colors are going in. Oh, we're going to have some pinks in there too. Ooh, that's going to be pretty. So yeah, I'll be doing some, hopefully, organizing this next week. I'll let you know. I'll give you a status next week. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention, talking about next week, starting next week's Color and Chat, I have been promising you guys some giveaways for quite a while now. I apologize. They have not happened yet. As of, I gotta shift again. As of the 1st of January, now I originally had told you it was my 5-year anniversary, and that's why I wanted to do some giveaways. Plus, I hit the 12,500 mark. Now I hit 13,000. So thank all of you guys so, so much for helping me hit that milestone. It is so greatly appreciated. 21 is lilac. So, I am finally, BV11, I am finally going to do those giveaways. Now, I want to do 4 giveaways, 1 every week for the color and chat now throughout March. Now, I know today is March 1st, but I'm going to start them next week. So it will be on the 8th, the 15th, the 19th, wait a minute, the 8th, yeah, the 15th, the 22nd, and then the 29th. So in each color and chat, I'll be announcing the giveaway and what it's for, what the prize is. And then week 2, I'll be announcing the winner for week 1. And then showing what the new giveaway item is. So there will be 2 aspects to every single color and chat, except for the first one. The first one I'll just be showing what I'm giving away. So I have a number of things, different types of items that I will be giving away, and you'll see each week what that will be. And I will give you thank you, a word that you will have to put in order to enter the giveaway. And we'll have a different word for each week. I will give that to you at that time. If you want to enter the giveaway, you will just use that word in a sentence. And there will be some other stipulations to entering that giveaway, but nothing hard. You know, got to be 18, that type of stuff. So, yeah, looking forward to finally giving back to you guys for all your lovely support over these past 4 years. It's not my 5 year. Oh my gosh. I had looked back and realized it's only 4 years. Like, you silly person, you. So, we, of course, will still do the giveaways because I still hit, well, now 13,000 subscribers. So, that is still reason enough to do some giveaways for you guys. So, yeah, I'm excited to do that. So, I have 4 items set aside behind me for you guys. Just not quite sure what's going to be coming up which week. 22 is a violet. V17. I think I know, which one I'm going to do with. So there'll be something for coloring and something for diamond painting. Most of it's coloring, but there will be something for diamond painting also. So if you color and diamond paint, there will be something for you also. And maybe you'll have a better chance at that one because I don't think everybody will be entering that. As many colorists are now diamond painting, but I don't think every colorist is. Many have jumped on the bandwagon and got as hooked as I am. I've been diamond painting since 2013. And diamond painting was actually invented in 20, what am I saying? Let me think, 2010. So, yeah, I had started it not too long after that. So, yeah, I've been diamond painting for 10 years. I have no idea how many I have done up to this point. I know some newer diamond painters, they keep track of everything. But back when I started, that just wasn't a thing. You could only get them off AliExpress. You could only get them in squares. There was no such thing as round diamond paintings. Round drills, I should say. That confused the heck out of me when I first started. It's like a square and a round. Okay, so you have square-shaped diamond paintings. Like the whole diamond painting is in the shape of a square. And then round diamond paintings, the diamond painting must be in the shape of a circle. I had not, I was a newbie at one time too. Until I realized, because when I was first starting diamond painting, there was no such thing as rounds. And then I seen some on Amazon once Amazon started coming out with them. And that's where I started seeing round diamond paintings. I'm like, what the heck? Okay, I figured it out. But yeah, I have absolutely no idea. That's 24, I think. Yeah. How many I have done. Would be, because now I keep a logbook. And boy, that would have been interesting to have everything that I've done in a logbook. But yeah, I have no idea. I'm sure those of us who have been diamond painting for a long time, they're in the same boat I am, I'm sure. That's a violet. And these are what else was I going to talk to you about? Oh yeah, my son came over on Saturday. They had a birthday party to go to, so they popped in here for a little bit with their little one, my newest little grandson, Vincent. He's already 8 months old. Good heavens. Where does the time go? So, yeah, he's starting to crawl. Well, pull himself. You know how they do that before they actually get their legs going with their arms. So he's doing that, and he's rolling over and all kinds of stuff. Again, you don't see them from day to day, so they change so much. 23 is pink, R83. So it was so nice to see them for a while. Don't get to see him and his family too often because they live a few hours away. And, well, they both work full time, and, life gets busy. So when you only have the weekends to do certain things, and get stuff done or spend a little more time with your little one, you're not out and about too often taking trips. In the summertime, they kind of pop in more often, but wintertime, with the weather, you just never know. Is that all of the 23s? Okay. Oh, no. We have some down here. So, yeah, it was nice to see them for a few hours. And, oh, then to top it all off this past week, my sister fell down the basement steps. Now, they have a finished downstairs, so it's not a basement at all. So when I say basement, I should just say the downstairs. Because they have a patio door and everything that goes outside. And so it's not really a basement, but so she had fallen down the steps. Ended up hitting at least they were carpeted steps. And there's a wall at the bottom. She ended up hitting that. And she broke her shoulder. And then the bone underneath it is pushed up into like her rotator cuff. I'm like, oh God. I just shivered thinking about it. Oh, even again now. Oh, Vivid Pink, RV19. And they're giving her such a runaround. Oh my God. It just boggles my mind. Oh, we can wait for that. They gave her a sling, and that it was on, I believe, the weekend. So, we can wait to see you till Monday. Well, she's in excruciating pain, as you can imagine. And, yeah, they're just giving her the runaround. Only gave her a few pain pills, and she was trying to use them as sparingly as she could. And I said, you call them. And, well, all of us were. There are 6 of us in the family. And so we had a Facebook messenger group going. And we're all like, this is utterly ridiculous. They wouldn't see her until both the physician assistant and the doctor were available. Well, how ridiculous is that? Sure, let's let her sit here with this broken shoulder. Now the other day, the nurse called her and said, well, they think that this will heal on its own. How can you say that's going to heal on its own? I mean, that is just ridiculous. She has a bone pushing up into her rotator cuff. How is that going to heal? Oh. And if they wait too long, it's going to start healing that way. So she has an appointment now tomorrow. Can't see what number that is. I think we'll make it one of these purples. And so we sure hope that she gets some good news tomorrow. Because she definitely needs surgery. I mean, I'm no doctor, but what do you guys think? Wouldn't you think she needs surgery? I certainly would. When you have something broken like that, I mean, sometimes, yeah, like if you break your toe, for instance, there's nothing they can do, even if it's your big toe. Well, maybe they do now. But when I broke my big toe, there was nothing they really could do. They just tell you to put on a well-worn-in shoe that's conformed to your foot and leave that on 24/7. After a while, you can take it off when you go to bed, but that is the best way for that toe to heal back to its normal position and its normal, so the bones grow back the way they had been prior. Okay, we have a couple of 12s over here that I missed. Oh, no, I didn't miss. That's yellow. Y19. 1. YMCA. Oh boy, time for me to quit recording. And yeah, I'm about done anywho. So at 12, I think I told you everything that I needed to. And here's a 12. And a 12. And I missed an 8. I always miss them. Just like diamond painting. Always miss them. Diamond painting is kind of color by number, except for itty bitty little round or square resin pieces. And here we had some 19 and 20s. So the 19 was blue. What was it? B28. I don't, oh, that's where, okay, B28. I thought we hadn't used it, but we did. 19, oh, we don't want the chisel tip. So we'll just finish up a couple of these, and then I will let you go. How long is this? Well, we are over an hour. Holy cow. How time flies when you're having fun. And of course, I have a few projects going on. I really got to work on color charts. Oh my gosh. I've gotten so far behind on color charts. I have not finished one in a long, long time. I've just had too many other things going on, you know, and then all the problems with Bob and all my eye surgeries. And yeah, never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. 15 was the green. We'll just get this stuff finished down here and I'll let you go. And finally, number 8, which was red. Because I think I'm all talked out. We'll see what I have to talk about next week. All right, so we have a lot of 14s to do. Oh, there's a 10. I'll quick do that. Orange. Oh, I keep seeing extra stuff. I kind of would like to get everything done but the background. So 13. Then I know I only need this blue. It's that golden yellow. Which is just a tad darker than the other yellow. And what color did I say I was going to make that? I think I was going to make it the light purple. All right. I think I got everything but the background. Let's take a final perusal. Yeah, I think that is it besides the background. Now, hopefully I have, let's see, that's light green for the background. I was thinking it was blue. What is light green? What color is that? YG07. So it is a yellow green. Let's hope this is nice and juicy. Let us see. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, so hopefully I should be able to do the background. And I know some people say, how can you use those expensive Copics in coloring books, especially on Amazon paper? Well, hey, if I have them, kind of ridiculous to just leave them sit, right? So I like using them. These are the the best brush nibs out there, and they're just so nice to color with. And I'm still coloring, aren't I? I just can't stop. Are you like that? I'll go to bed when I finish this color. I do that with diamond painting all the time. I'll go to bed, but I gotta finish this color. And then you see another one and you're like, oh, okay, I just want to finish this color, and then I'll go to bed. 2 hours later, you're still saying, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah. Okay, so there we are. Like I said, only have the rest of the background to do with this bright, vivid green. So, thank you so much for joining me and watching this color and chat. I hope you enjoyed it, catching up on this last week. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button on your way out. It really does help the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns regarding this video, you can leave them down in the comment section below. Of course, if you're not already subscribed and you enjoy adult coloring and or diamond painting videos, please consider subscribing. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. As always, happy coloring, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.